So dear students, yesterday we were discussing questions of the Comet 2 chapter. Only 3 questions were left of this exercise. After that our syllabus will be over. Only one story writing is left and that topic will be done. That topic will be discussed tomorrow. So literature, grammar already I have taught you. Okay. So in writing skill, only story writing is left. Okay. So let's complete these 3 questions. These 3 questions are very much important question because these questions are related to your life. Okay. And you have to give your viewpoints in these answers. There is not fixed answer of these questions. There is not proper limit to these questions that this only word limit you have to follow. Whatever your viewpoint, what do you think, what is your perspective, you have to speak accordingly. So don't you think that Harman viewpoint and my viewpoint will be same? Adish viewpoint and Abhishek viewpoint will be same. You all can have different viewpoints, but you have to speak. Because whatever you have learned from this chapter, because 2 chapters are given, Comet 1 and Comet 2, very interesting stories given, okay, and it is related to modern times also. It is happening in our surrounding. We are a part of this modern time, so you have to speak on these topics. Do you think ours is a traditional society? Yes or no?
Yes.
In which kind of society do we live? It is traditional. We are Indians. We have to follow some norms, some traditions, some cultures, some restrictions also. What are some of the things we do to be called traditional? So one by one you will be given a chance to speak, and today there is a chance to prove yourself that you are a good student. You are an active listener also, active you can say participant also of class. See, we all are traditional, we agree this thing. Because there are some societies traditions, there are some societies norms that we all have to follow. Suppose your family is following anything, will you go against them?
No.
Will you say no, that this system should not be called? Why you are going in Gurdwara, why you are going in temple, why you are following that priest? You can't put a question mark. Whatever your family is doing, you are going to follow. We all are following and we have full faith also. We can't say that we are against our family. We are with them. So the question is, what are some of the things that we say that this is a traditional things, and you have to give your viewpoint that these traditional things are useless or useful. So ponder over this, think over this, write down your viewpoint in rough and come up with your explanation. And I would be appreciating all those children today who will be participating more and more, because these 2 chapters were taught to you. We have spent near about 2 weeks on this. So this is the main gist that we are going to discuss today. What you have learned from this chapter, this discussion is going to be carried on in the form of question answer. So only one girl from online class, she has raised her hand. That is Taranya. Okay, Taranya, what do you think? You speak.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, our society is traditional society. We perform yajnas, do havans and pujas. We do many rituals on the occasions of weddings in our families. When a child is born, various traditions are observed. In my opinion, some of these things are useful because they boost your moral values and give us peace of mind and improve our atmosphere, while some are useless.
Okay, very good. You are saying that some of the traditions are useful, but some are useless. But you also make a list, Taranya. What do you think? In your opinion, you are not going to copy her answer. What is your perspective? See, again and again, I'm using a word perspective. So, what is that? Yes. Your perspective means your opinion, your viewpoint. Yes. Your thoughts. So you have to write down only on this, that what are the viewpoints of yours, and why do you consider it is useless? I'm not going to follow it. And you have to write down liberally, with generosity, by keeping these things that you are free to write. You have this freedom. Okay. So now you come here and speak.
Yes, I think that our society is a traditional society. Our society is a traditional society because it has many old rituals. People follow old rituals which were made by their ancestors, and they also are very superstitious. Like in the chapter, we found that when Dattada found a comet, his wife Indra Devi organized a yagna because she told that there were evil spirits behind the comet which were going to destroy the earth. According to me, I found these things useless because we live in an era of time where science exists and there is too much technology. There is a reason behind everything which happens in our life. So I think that these superstitions and traditions are not very useful for us.
Very. He has given his viewpoint. He has written so well. See, whatever he was speaking, he has not written somewhere. He was only sharing his thoughts. That's good. He has proved that he is a very good speaker. He was quite attentive in class while this chapter was going on. Now, Harman, you come and speak. What do you think?
Yes, ma'am. I think that our society is a traditional. I think that our society is a traditional society because in our society many things exist, like we celebrate festivals and we follow the superstitions that are given by our ancestors. I think some way these are also useful as these festivals charge us um, with freshness, as sometimes we get bored, and when these festival comes, these make us enlightened. And somewhere superstitions, I think that they are somewhere useless because in these superstitions I think that these are just myths that are created.
So, according to his viewpoint, that some of the superstitions are there that are only and only myths. These are useless and we should not follow. So, that is his viewpoint, that these are only myths. Now, you come. Whatever you think. क्यों नहीं आता? Why? I don't want to listen. No, I will give you 0 marks in internal assessment if you don't speak. Come here. Come here. Come. यहाँ पे खड़े होके बोल दो. You come here. Okay, speak. ये ट्रेडिशनल फूड के ऊपर किसने लिख दिया? लिख रहा, but I am talking about the topic. You are beating about the bush. You are not on the point. I'm asking, there are some of the traditions that are followed in our family, that are followed in society. We have to follow those traditions. But what do you think? What are those traditions which are useful for us? And what are those traditions which are useless for us? तुमने traditional food के ऊपर लिख दिया. It is wrong, beta. You have to write down about traditions. I'm giving you 20 minutes. Okay, Akul, you come and speak. Yesterday, I told you that this question answer will take place. Still, you are writing in class. It is not allowed. This was given as a homework. In class, you are supposed to discuss only. It's okay if you take 2-3 minutes to jot down some of the hints, but it doesn't mean that you are taking 10 minutes to frame one answer. It's not right. So, beta, you come.
R is a traditional and conservative society. It is because of the ignorance of people. Our priests have full traditional beliefs in rituals, who try to pacify the evil spirits and please God with offerings. Like in this story, we have read that the Datta's wife performed a yajna and give all the credit to yajna that it is help in collision of comet, but it is with the help of scientists and top experts that collision of comet. That's
Stop. So she has taken a very good point from the chapter, that in this chapter it was given that collision was ceased because of yajna. That was a superstition of Indrani. On the other hand, the Tatta's belief was that it was stopped because of science. Okay. So to follow that tradition, that to praise God, to offer food like this. So this is a tradition that is going in our society also. So what do you think? It is right or wrong? That this is our mindset, not our, some of the people mindset, by offering such kind of things or by performing such kind of pujas, that problem can be sorted out. See, I'm not going to speak in favor or against. You have to tell what is your viewpoint. So she has taken a very good example of chapter, that still in our society we people are following this thing. Science is there, modern time has come, but still these rituals are followed.
Ma'am, in my opinion, I don't believe in these superstitions. I believe in God, and just like that Shivji, we offer them milk so much and it is so much wasted, and I don't think so it is required. The superstition that you cannot eat something on that day are followed in our societies, and I don't think so these are needed. So yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the hairs are also offered to the temple, so I don't think so these are important for praising of God.
Good, very good. So he has taken a point from our life, that the rituals, some which are going in society, in our surrounding, these are going, and he is in this favor that these rituals should not be followed. Like whatever he has spoken, milk is offered, hair are offered. So these things are not to be followed because these are useless in his viewpoint. So, bache, you are free to speak here. You have to tell your viewpoint, which are the rituals which are going in your surrounding, but you think it is useless and you don't want to follow. I would be appreciating all those children who are preparing, who are, you can say, participating in this discussion. You come and speak. क्यों इधर से क्या प्रॉब्लम है? Come here, stand here. You can stand here, keep camera, keep that mic here so that others can also listen online.
Yes.
So online student, you are listening of Shab.
Yes, our society is traditional as they believe in super. As they believe in superstition, this is not truth. Money giving in temples or gurdwaras. We can give to poor people as it is helpful to them that they can eat food.
So he has taken a very good point that we are giving money in gurdwaras and temples, but same money can be utilized on poor. This is his viewpoint. So he doesn't want to follow that tradition. Do you do this? If you go to any of religious place, you don't offer money there. So it means, do you utilize the same money for poor? Do you help needy? Do you help needy? Okay. He is saying that there are some of the beggars who are sitting outside temple. So he gives money to them. Yes, Harman has given very good point that he offers langar, that food to beggars, to poor. Okay, that's really a good practice. So this young generation, they want to bring some of the change. They are against some of the traditions. And if you are against, you have to speak. You should stand. You should make your stand. Okay, now next question we have is, give 2 or 3 examples to show how science has been useful to us. I think if you start writing on this, you can write down 100 of pages. But here you are supposed to speak some lines. Give 2 or 3 examples. It is not written in your book. I'm asking, this question is not written in your book. Give 2 or 3 examples to show how science has been useful to us. Science has provided us so many things. So we are very much thankful to science, but you have to tell about some of the wonders of science, and you think, yes, this is a wonder that is created by science, and I'm really thankful. One example I give you is the example of technology. See, some of the students are sitting there, and more than 80% students are in online. This technology has brought by science. I'm here and you people all are sitting in your house and you are studying. Because of the use of this technology, we are getting education. We are using this computer, you are using mobile, etc. We are using this technology of online. So we are helpful to this science or not? Yes. There are abundance of numberless inventions and discoveries you can mention in your answer. So who is going to come and speak? Yes, this girl, very good. Your name is Samriddhi. Simarpreet.
Science is a very logical knowledge. It helps us to know the truth behind the unknown possibilities through various researches. Science has made our life comfortable. Science is involved in cooking, driving, etc. Life is unimaginable without all this, as it has become a necessity. It protects us from floods, natural calamities, diseases, etc. As we can say that life is unimaginable without science.
So she wants to say that science has brought so many inventions, so many discoveries, that without science we cannot imagine our life at all. We are completely dependent on science. It is a science that we people are here. Okay. So yes, you come.
According to me, science is a very useful thing and it has helped us in our life. As for example, the automobile industry. In, according to this, the science had provided us the technology so that we can travel very much faster and with comfortable to a very long distance. In the earlier times, people used to travel by foot or on horses, which took a very long time to travel. In the space, the spaceships made by the companies like NASA are sent, and this helps us to know about the origin of our Earth and our space. For example, there is a machine sent by NASA on Mars, which is known as the rover, which collects the samples and gives us if there is life on Mars. And the COVID period, in which the people were not allowed to go out from their houses, science provided a technology so that they could learn things from their home or by using internet.
So very good. He has given his viewpoint. He has started from the very far inventions, from the means of communication, means of transport. So he has started his explanation from means of transport, that how had it brought change in our lives. So you can start from the scratch and you can come to the today's invention, today's discovery. See, yes, you can start from the invention of wheel to the invention of robotics. There is one of the spacecraft which was sent, I was reading in news, and the whole of the spacecraft was completely mechanical, completely based on robots, and all the things were going to be, you can conduct it only with the, yes, only by those robots. Everything was done robotically. Okay. So we are taking example of this modern time. Okay. So all the inventions, whatever we are using, there are abundance of examples, whether it is AC, whether it is a car, all the invention that has made our life comfortable. That is because of science. Yes. Now let's move to next question. Give one example to show how science has been misused and has as a result been harmful to us. You can take the example of atomic power. Atomic power, nuclear fissions, these are all the inventions of science, but these were not utilized properly. Because of these, bombs were created. Bombs were created, RDX was created, and its effect was harmful or not? Its effects were very much harmful. Yes, we have a great example of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Still also some explosions are made in different areas, in different countries. So do they bring any good luck? Do they bring any benefit? Wherever these explosions take place, they bring only harmful effects.
In the way where science is useful to us, there are also disadvantages of science, like in the history that we know that a nuclear bomb was created for disrupting the mountains, for making of roads, but that was misused in World War II, and Americans dropped nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki and destroyed the whole cities. That is why and in nowadays also the hackers hack the mobile phones, laptops, or bank accounts of many people and take out money from them. And the most present harmful effect is that children who are some children are addicted to online games because of this science, as many games are very much addictive, and children are addicted to them.
So very good. He has taken example from his day-to-day life. What is happening in our surrounding? That science is giving us these benefits, but we are misusing it. So he has taken a very good example of children using mobile, but they are playing violent games which are very much harmful for them. For them, yes, it makes their eyesight weak also. There is a, you can say, adverse effect on their mind also. They are distracted from their path. So in this way, we are misusing science. So you can pick up so many examples. You can sit aloof, think over this, ponder over those ideas, write down, and then frame your good answers according to level of 10th, 8th class, and bring your notebooks tomorrow, all of you, for checking. Is it clear to you? You are supposed to do only exercise questions, not comprehension check part, but these exercise questions should be written in detail. Okay, beta? Any question can be asked.